and welcome. My name is Stephen Goldberg of Optimus Performance, bringing you practical tips and ideas on leadership, team development, and employee performance in the workplace. And I'm really pleased to have with me as my guest this morning, Paul Atoyna from MeetYourVA. And we're going to talk about the benefits of having a virtual assistant. And welcome, Paul, to the show today.
Hey, welcome. Thank you, Steve, I really appreciate the time. And it's been a pleasant partnership with you all these months, and we're really excited to move forward with this.
So I'm partnering with Paul and his company to help promote my channel, and I want to do the same for him. And it's not just about promotion, it's about bringing a message to our clients to help them be better able to scale their business, be more productive, and be less stressed, because really that's what a VA can do. I've been working with one for many years, actually several, and I'm in the process of moving my platform, my VA services to MeetYourVA with Paul. And I'm looking forward to that, where I can consolidate all my VA work to one place and help me manage all the different tasks that I need to touch every day, every week. So let's start, Paul, just by, well, first of all, maybe introduce yourself and what you do in the company.
All right, so I'm Paul Aytona. I'm the business operations manager for MeetYourVA. And MeetYourVA is a US-based company out of New York that works with small and medium sized enterprises, helping them getting world-class virtual assistants.
So that's a key word, world class, and
Yes,
I think that's important where you want top results, and that's
yes.
what attracted me to you as well, as your commitment to a very solid process and quality to assure that the right person is provided. So who typically describe the types of clients that typically hire your company?
Yeah, most of our clientele are business coaches, life coaches, digital marketing companies, as well as realtors.
Realtors. Okay.
Yeah, realtors. They most of the time they would ask, especially the realtors, they would ask for lead generation specialists as well as appointment setters, right? And then the digital marketing companies, all social media manager, social media content creation, and then with business and life coaches, appointment setting, and social media, and all general virtual assistant functions as well.
Well, I think every business actually, or especially small, medium-sized business, can
Mhm.
use a VA to help with a variety of tasks that often get overlooked or don't get done because there's not enough resources, especially today with a market where there is a lack of talent,
Uh-huh.
and having that VA to fill those tasks that maybe aren't getting done or aren't getting done properly is very important.
Right.
So I think just about any business can use your type of services to fill a need that maybe is not being filled right now. Uh, so why do companies hire you? What problems are they facing that they would want to look to hire VA rather than just putting it to an employee?
Yeah. Number one problem that they get is, once they decide to scale, they don't have any, sources of more clients. And that's a two-prong reason for that. Being number one, they cannot save hours because of the administrative tasks that they're, pinned to on a daily basis. And then, the other one is they don't have the know-how in terms of actually generating leads or getting appointments or getting more clients, right? And that is where, a virtual assistant can help, right?
Okay,
Because
so
most of the time, yeah, like in our case, our virtual assistants are trained to actually do all that stuff. Aside from the social media stuff, aside from the social media content creation and all that good stuff, they're also trained to do lead generation, appointment setting, as well as do general tasks that would take off in a week the minimum 20 hours to save, right? And then for an 8-hour shift, like 40 hours, to save off on administrative tasks and all that stuff, right?
Yeah, and I can give an example, I guess, of
Mm.
a service that I need a VA to do,
Right.
and that is to help me find potential candidates for
Mm-hmm.
a client that I'm doing some recruiting for. And these are positions which I know a lot of businesses face this problem.
Right.
You put out a job application, you're not getting people applying.
Mm-hmm.
And this is especially true for very complex work, like, maybe engineering that's very specific, or even sales, to find the right person with the right experience. So you need to do some research, sourcing to find these people. And it's often very time consuming. And I think I'm looking for getting help in sourcing those types of people. And I think a VA can help in that regard. So anybody who wants to scale, they're looking to attract potential
Yes.
employees, and it's very time consuming. Now, also you mentioned lead generation. So maybe
Mm-hmm.
how does would a VA go about doing lead generation other than just social media posting and things like that? What's another maybe direct way to generate leads for a business?
Well, yeah. First, well, we do have like well, to narrow it down, basically, there's a three-step process, right? Number one is narrowing down your niche, your target market. Our clients need to have a target market that they need to really point out and have our VAs target, right? And then we do organic lead generation, that is through Google, LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook as well. Wherein they don't need to post ads. The VAs can actually look for these clients and then start a conversation with them and then build their trust, and then after that they're already a potential client for our customers.
Wow.
That
So
easy,
that's,
right?
yeah. Can you give like sort of an example of one situation where you helped one of your clients create more leads? Because sales is always something most people want to improve or keep the pipeline full, right?
Right. Well, one thing that I can point out is we have a client which is a business coaching company, and we have generated like 24 leads in the last 2 weeks for them once we have started, right? But you need to qualify that, because once they have like a target niche, number one, and then they have like a warm audience, meaning these are followers or friends on Facebook or contacts that are very much engaged with the client, then we can generate in as much as 30 appointments in a month for that client, right?
Wow.
And up to now, we are still very successful in terms of generating leads for that specific business coaching agency.
Good. Well, you're hired. I want the same results.
Yeah, and then again, once we get once we get to that point where and you'll meet and greet your VA, we can go ahead and talk about all the stuff that is needed to make it very successful. Because not only do we set up our VAs, to be successful, we also recommend strategies to our clients, to tweak their marketing strategies a bit, so that we guarantee success, not only for the VA but for your business.
So how do you guarantee success? That's an interesting point.
Right. Well, first of all, um, we do have monthly strategy calls, right? And these strategy calls are based on conversations with the VA as well as conversations with you on how the business is going, right? And then we also, try to recommend some tweaks on the marketing strategy of the company, for example, right? Based on case studies that we've had in the past, right? And then whatever works for that type of company, right? For in your case, uh, we we would actually go ahead and try to shall I say um, narrow down your target market, and then we can go ahead and um, tell the VA to actually make a script that would help generate more leads for you, right? Um, what else? What else?
Well,
And
let's
then
talk about the process of if somebody was interested in hiring a VA. So what are the
mhm,
steps to get the right VA for their needs?
right. So, for example, you've had your strategy call with April, right?
Yeah,
With
I did. Yeah.
yeah, the next step would be a project initiation meeting with me wherein we discuss what is the specific task that the VA will be doing, right? And this could go down to the nitty-gritty, um, what type of marketing strategy are you employing? Uh, what are the type of audiences that you have on your social media platforms? um, how much budget do you have when it comes to ads, certain stuff like that. um, and then what are the qualifications that you need or the personality that you need for a VA to actually be successful here, right? And stuff like that, right? It's going to be very, very detailed, which would make um, your VA as as VA matching to your requirements, for lack of a better term, right? And then after that, we're gonna set up a meet and greet with you, and then you can discuss all the goals, all the details, and all the expectations, right? And then after that, 1 week after the VA starts, I'm going to check in with you in terms of feedback, in terms of process changes, in terms of results, right? And then 30 days after that, monthly strategy meeting wherein we review the monthly performance of the VA as well as make recommendations on how we can make things better for you.
That's very interesting because I've hired many VAs
Uh-huh.
and I wasn't as diligent in the process, with the follow up, with the strategy. And
Mm-hmm.
so I think, yeah, it's easy to go online to
Mm-hmm.
different platforms that offer ways to hire a VA and hire a person for a specific job.
Uh-huh.
But it's not always that obvious to, if you're hiring the right person, how to help them be effective to get the results that you want. So I think it sounds like, and I'll find out, but it sounds
Uh-huh.
like that you've really um, created a process that has proven successful and you keep learning from the mandates that you've had.
Yeah.
What happens, or what typically do you see, um, a company that's trying to do this on their own or trying to hire VAs on their own? What do you see as the pitfalls that they suffer and then end up not getting the results they want, that your process uh, overcomes for them?
Well, not to discredit, freelancing, right? Freelance virtual assistants, but most of the time they don't have middlemen, so they can always go anywhere they please, They can go anytime they please. If they don't like the job anymore, or they do look for other opportunities, they can just go, right? Here in Meet Your VA, that's not going to happen. And with any agency, that's not going to happen, right? Because we do have a middleman. You have a middleman, right? Another thing that companies do, especially when they're scaling, is they buy leads, and these leads are not qualified. It's like wasting time when you get in a call with them,
Okay.
right?
So that's
So
on the
those,
sales side for lead generation, right?
yes, yes.
Okay. So
And
let's say,
then, of course,
yeah,
of course, yeah, when you get on-site assistance, meaning, not the virtual ones, it's a little bit more costly, right?
right.
Hmm.
So what does it cost to use your services rather than hiring somebody on your own? What's the difference? We talked about the process, the benefits of working with you as a middleman so that you guarantee the right person and the success. There's follow-up, there's a strategy, there's
Hmm.
tools. What does all this cost? Typically, what's
Typically,
the,
typically it's just the setup fee, that you need to pay, and then the VA actually invoices you directly, right?
oh, the
But we
VA
do,
invoices directly? Okay.
yes,
And so there is a minimum commitment of so many hours a week.
yeah,
Um, Maybe
four
just talking
hours, yeah, 4 hours a day, so that's like 20 hours a week. That's the
20 hours a
minimum,
week. That's the minimum.
and yep, and then you have the 8 hours a day, which is a 40 hours a week as well.
Okay.
Hmm.
So it's like half to full-time VA, and you
Part
can
time and full
scale it
time.
up as you need to.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting.
Hmm.
Well, I'm excited about working with you guys, as I think it can improve the assistance that I need to achieve my goals. Is there any valuable free resource that people can check out to learn more about, the benefits of working with a VA through your company?
Yeah, we do have social media. We do have a website that's meetyourva.co or meetyourva.co. We have social media. We have Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn as well. We do have Twitter. And then, of course, if they want to schedule a call with us, they can go ahead to the website or go to any social media platform that we have to schedule, right? Um, and I can guarantee that you know it's also a discovery call wherein the first thing that you would discover is, do you really need a virtual assistant, right? You can be that honest that, hey, you don't need it, right? But most of the time people need it because they want to save time and they want to generate results.
Yeah, especially the complexity of running a small business.
Right.
There's so many moving parts, and you can't be great at everything.
Yeah.
So you need to arm yourself with the right resources if you want to have the time to work on the most important things that your clients will benefit from, and you'll enjoy the work as well. We don't want to be burdened with a lot of stress and having too many things and not getting them done and
Right.
not achieving your goals is very frustrating. So I think having those resources is crucial. Well, Paul, anything I didn't ask you that I should have?
Yeah. Well, we've talked about it. I mean, what would differentiate us from other VA agencies? We set up our VAs for success so that, we form long-term partnerships, the VAs and their clients, right? It's not a VA client relationship, it's a partnership. And one more thing is we also have strategic partners wherein they would sort of reformat their package, their coaching package or business packages to include a VA in the pricing, and
Wow.
in and it's actually called a strategic partnership unlimited VA plan. That's one thing that we have, that is different from other VA agencies, right? For example, if you have a coaching plan that's around, um, let's just say 1,000, for example, just so that we can have easier computation. Some of our strategic partner clients actually increase their value by 40% because of the fact that they can put in a VA in the package, and they pay just a one-time annual fee to get unlimited VAs from us. So that's, a return on investment probably would get around 1 to 6 months already for a strategic partnership unlimited VA plan. Yeah, that's one thing that we have been focusing on, and we have been very, very busy with in the last couple of months. And aside from setting our VAs for success, those are the things that differentiate us from other agencies.
Excellent. That's something I didn't know about that what you just talked about. What's it called again? Unlimited VA?
Strategic Partnership Unlimited VA plan.
Okay. So that's
Mhm.
where I would provide a VA to my client
Yes,
to help them be better organized as well, and as part of my package for coaching or training.
yes,
That's very interesting. I didn't know you offered that. We'll talk about
yes,
that.
yes, we will.
Okay, Paul. Well, I'll put a link to your resources, your
Mhm.
website, and you'll provide me the other links you'd like, and I'll put that in the description of the video and on my blog article that will accompany this. So for listeners who haven't subscribed already, please do so now so you get news of new videos and resources that I offer, such as articles on my website and free forms and
Yeah.
templates you could download. These are work tools for leadership and management and team development. Thank you, Paul, again for joining me today. I look forward to continue great working relationship. Thank you all for listening, and we'll talk again soon.